is like almost under. Those cars are literally under.
Tropical Cyclone Alfred unleashed torrential rains across Queensland, causing rivers to overflow and inundate vast areas. As the storm weakened into a tropical low, it continued to dump heavy rainfall, submerging homes and infrastructure. Communities faced severe flooding, prompting widespread evacuations and emergency responses. Over 300,000 homes and businesses faced power outages due to downed power lines and infrastructure damage. Utility companies warned that full restoration could take several days, as rising floodwaters and fallen debris created hazardous working conditions. Emergency crews prioritized restoring electricity to essential services and hospitals.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yay!
Several regions experienced extreme rainfall leading to rapid flash floods. Hervey Bay recorded 108 millimeters of rain in just 1 hour, submerging streets and homes. Authorities issued urgent flood warnings, especially in Bundaberg, Childers and Gin, where slow-moving storms increase the risk of further inundation.
Seriously?
Rescue teams responded to multiple distress calls, saving families and stranded individuals from rising floodwaters. In northeastern New South Wales, emergency services successfully rescued a family of 8 trapped in fast-moving water. Officials urged residents to remain vigilant as conditions remained unpredictable.
That's a good idea.
Authorities enforced evacuation orders in multiple flood-prone areas, urging residents to seek higher ground. While some evacuation orders were lifted in Lismore, concerns persisted around the Clarence River, where fluctuating water levels posed ongoing risks. Residents were advised to follow emergency updates closely.
With the cafe now open
the severe weather prompted the closure of more than 1,000 schools across Queensland. Officials stressed the importance of public safety, advising people to avoid unnecessary travel. Parents were encouraged to monitor local government alerts as flood conditions varied across different regions. Flooding severely damaged roads and bridges, cutting off access to key areas. The collapse of Ollera Creek Bridge along the Bruce Highway near Townsville disrupted vital transport routes. Authorities worked to implement temporary solutions while assessing long-term repair strategies for affected infrastructure. Tragically, a 61-year-old man lost his life after his vehicle was swept away by floodwaters in northern New South Wales. In addition, 13 soldiers were injured in a truck accident near Lismore while assisting with flood relief efforts. Officials urged residents to avoid unnecessary travel on waterlogged roads. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and Queensland Premier David Crisafulli coordinated disaster response efforts focusing on emergency relief and recovery. The Australian Defence Force played a crucial role in providing assistance, helping communities with evacuations, debris removal and essential supply distribution.
These guys get out okay. SES is on the way.
Authorities warned of environmental hazards, including sewage overflows and industrial runoffs contaminating major waterways. Residents were strongly advised to avoid contact with floodwaters due to potential health risks. Officials also monitored the Brisbane River for signs of widespread contamination.
We're on high tide, nearly up to the top of the gate. Rain's still coming down pretty hard. We're not at the pool, still a little while for that.
The garden is flooded. There was enough that our house is.
The Insurance Council of Australia declared the flooding a major disaster with thousands of insurance claims filed within days. Businesses faced prolonged closures while property damage assessments revealed extensive losses. Economists warned of a significant financial impact on both local communities and the broader economy. Local charities and community groups mobilized to assist flood-affected residents. Organizations like the Irish-Australian Support Association of Queensland provided aid to expatriates and tourists stranded by the disaster. Donations and volunteer efforts surged as communities came together to support those in need. Meteorologists warned of lingering storm activity with heavy rains and thunderstorms expected in the coming days. Emergency officials urged residents to remain cautious as saturated ground conditions increased the likelihood of additional flooding and landslides. Regular weather updates were issued to keep the public informed.
What you don't get is the smell, everybody. The smell's horrible.
Health officials advise residents to take precautions, such as securing essential medications, keeping pets safe, and avoiding floodwaters. Contaminated water posed risks of infection and disease outbreaks, prompting authorities to issue advisories on sanitation and hygiene in affected areas. Efforts to clear debris, repair power lines, and restore public infrastructure were in full swing. Authorities cautioned that full recovery would take weeks, given the scale of the damage. Residents were encouraged to remain patient and cooperate with emergency services as rebuilding efforts progressed.
River down there, so it's all coming up here.
Up at the side street level.
Government officials emphasized the importance of improved disaster preparedness and response strategies. Queensland Premier David Crisafulli highlighted the need for accurate and timely communication during emergencies. Experts called for enhanced flood mitigation measures to reduce future risks in vulnerable regions.